I'm here today to talk to you about marketing. We're going to start out with, first of all, what marketing is and what it isn't, right? When you say the word marketing, what happens? Your stomach drops or it tightens and you just get this yucky feeling, right? I think that happens to a lot of people, and I hear it a lot with the writers that I work with. I hate marketing. I just want to write. I just want to write. And I understand that because I've been there. I think a lot of that comes about because people think that marketing is convincing or manipulating someone to buy their product. We have all been there. We've all been at a store where a salesperson, boom, the minute we walk through the door, there's a salesperson by our side. And in today's day and age, with all the technology is, how many times a day do you get a call from a telemarketer, right? Those telemarketers are just trying to find people to buy their product, right? Marketing isn't about convincing a person to buy your product. It's about helping them clarify whether your product is the right product for them. And in this case, I'm used to saying product because I write both books and I have coaching and editing. So product kind of encompasses all of them. But I'll try to switch to the word book. So marketing, when you approach marketing with, I've got to get this sale, that stems from a lack mindset. You know, a mindset that says, I don't have enough money to pay the electric bill this month. I've got to get this sale, right? So how do you determine if you have a lack mindset, right? The question you want to ask yourself or even just consider is, are you constantly thinking when an opportunity comes your way that I don't have enough, right? I don't have enough money to buy this course, or I don't have enough money to pay an editor. I don't have enough time to do this. I don't have whatever. I don't have this resource that I need to move to the next step, right? When you have that I don't have enough answer to everything, you are in a lack mindset, a not enough. So what is the opposite of not enough, right? Obvious. It's having enough, right? Not enough and enough exist at the same time in the same place. That may sound a little odd to you, but let me help you understand it. Do you have a top without a bottom? Do you have a left without a right? Do you have an inside without an outside? No. They both exist at the same time in the same space. They're connected. When you have the not enough mindset, you cannot see the um, the enough solutions that are out there. So this is something that you have to be conscious of and aware of. You need to shift to I have enough, no matter what your circumstances look like, because God is going to provide. When you have the I have enough, God is going to answer and he's going to bring you the how, he's going to bring you the resources, whatever is needed in that situation, God is going to bring the answers. You want to approach your marketing with a giving attitude. In other words, how can I help this person? Now, I want to clarify this right away because when people say the word giving, the first thing they think of is free. I'm giving my product for free. I can't, it's like, I don't want to do that. I'm working to earn money here. But that's not what giving means. Your book has value, right? You're giving your book, the value of your book, and the potential customer is giving you the equivalent value in dollars, right? The universal principle is give and it shall be given. Nowhere in the Bible do you read take and it shall be taken. And as I speak today, I want you to kind of be aware of what you're feeling on the inside, because I know even as I say these words that I feel a difference on the inside myself. So you're giving your product of value in return for an equivalent value. Your book brings a solution. That's value. The buyer pays the dollars. Give and it shall be given. So that brings us to a very important uh, mindset. Again, there's a lot of this is about mindset, and you probably totally did not expect that when you thought, oh, we're going to talk about marketing. The question you want to ask yourself is, do you believe in your own value and in the value of your product? That is going to make a huge difference in the comfort that you feel with your own marketing efforts. Right? For years, I thought, yeah, I believe in the value of my product, but the other half of that was I didn't believe in my value, and it does impact. They go together. So you want to spend some time with this question and really determine, am I believing in my own value? God has created us with a purpose and value. Because we're his children, we have value, right? In and of itself. But we have a value to contribute to the world, and we need to believe in that value for ourselves. If you don't believe in that value, it's going to affect how you're writing your marketing copy that goes out there on the internet. But even more so, when you're one-on-one, whether it's virtual or face-to-face, when you are talking to somebody one-on-one like this, no matter what you say, if you don't believe in your own value and in the value of your product, there's a vibration that's going on inside of you that people are going to pick up on. Now, I know that probably sounds kind of weird, but I think all of you can identify with it when you think about you've walked into maybe you walked into church, or you've walked into a dinner party somewhere, and you think you feel the vibe of the room. Well, that vibe is coming from the vibration of all the people that are in that room. So what happens is you set up what's called a double binding effort here. You're saying one thing, but you believe another, and they're canceling each other out. So learn what your value is, believe in that value, and believe in the value of your product. Now, next, and I know this is a question, although those of you that are on my subscriber list, I asked you this question this week, but those of you that aren't on my subscriber list, this will come as a surprise. What is your own approach to buying? It's the second biggest mindset change that you're going to need to make. Do you constantly look for savings? Are you only buying when you can get it for free or at a sale price, a discounted price? Are you looking for coupons every time you go out to buy something? Do you go out of your way because something you want is on sale versus buying it at the same store grocery shop every week? That indicates a lack mindset. When saving is your primary concern with anything that you buy, that is a lack mindset. So I'm not talking about offering your book at a discounted price as a strategy. That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about your own approach to everything you buy, from gas to groceries, right? To furniture. How are you approaching it? If you are not willing to pay full price for anything, how can you expect customers to pay you full price for your product, right? You have to become the person that you want to sell to. You need to be willing to pay that full value. Remember, we're talking about value here. Equal value exchange. Give and it shall be given. Become the person you want to sell to.